Hello everyone, how's it going today? Happy Wednesday! So, we are going to be building an avatar set tonight, which is actually the first avatar set that I've gotten from LEGO. I've never seen the movie, I don't know anything about it. Most of the other sets, they had some interesting things, but most of them didn't have a whole lot that interested me. There are more with this wave that have interesting things, but I'm kind of waiting to see if they go on sale. Alright, but before we get in, as a reminder, it is September, and subs are discounted here on Twitch right now. We are currently working our way towards 150 sub points. If we get there, I will play Spelljammer Pirates of Realm Space on the stream and complete it. We are currently at 93. And as a second reminder, we are currently working towards a bits goal in which we get the Home Alone set. So if we hit that goal, all bits do go towards that. I will purchase and build the Home Alone set, which is a pretty cool building. Has a lot of neat features in it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. I went for this one because it had a it had some of the kind of unique pieces that are in the Avatar sets, while also having quite a few general things that are pretty nice. You were at a store watching someone trying to add a quarter, a nickel, and 3 pennies together? Huh. That's it? Alright. Let's toss that box over there. There we go. Alright, so bag number 6. That's 2. That's 4. There's a 1. 3. There's a loose horse. 2. There is a 2. That's a 5. And there's a 1. Alright. So let's go ahead and put these back there. We have some pieces. I have not actually gotten a set this small. With the packet for the instructions. Interesting. The Braden wasn't recognizing the quarter. Yeah, probably just some bad days or something like that, you know. It can happen to everyone. All right, let's go ahead and get out of there. Pieces, get out. Thank you. So this is one of the Avatar 6-legged horses. It's not quite Sleipnir. Also, the head doesn't move, which is a shame. But it is an interesting creature. It is one of the reasons why I wanted this one. When they did, they were like, yeah, I need to go home and sleep. Yeah. I have seen neither of them. I have not seen any of the Avatar movies. Either of them, I should say. Alright, so let's see. Let's get started. It is a build-together set. Alright, so we have a rubbery tail piece. And we have the ever-elusive Tolly legs, which are really weird. Another brick separator for the collection, indeed. No, I have not seen The Last Airbender or the TV series or the movie. So these are interesting heads. They're a little bit taller than normal heads, and they have an obvious chin, and they have ears. There we go. And where is the... There it is, the hair. Now, the hair could actually be used for regular minifigs, so that's kind of nice. The post at the back is a little bit weird, but you could always like attach a something to it to give it like a ribbon or something. So this is the avatar person with the tally legs. Look at those legs. They are gigantic. They first came out with legs like these for Woody in the Toy Story sets. And the arms are a little bit larger, too. So the nice thing about these is that they don't have any printing on them. They're a normal color. So you could have a very tall minifig with khakis. And there's an extra tail. How many brick separators do I own in my collection? Too many. Too many. I do not have a count. Alright, let's go ahead and make a spear for him. Where is the spear tip piece? Let's see. Ah, dark gray. That's what was throwing me off. Alright, and he gets a spear. Alright. And the space here in the in this horse cutout, it's a little bit taller than a regular Lego horse. So to put a regular saddle in, which I don't have available, you would have to put a plate in first. But that's not really an issue. There we go. Go ahead and get you back up there, horse. Will I make billions off my brick separators when they become valuable? They're never going to become valuable. They will never, ever be valuable. Except maybe in a post-apocalyptic world where everyone's all the Lego is around, but there are no brick separators, then I will be king. I will be king with my lone brick separator. Spoiler, he was not king. Alright. There we go, and then we stick these antennae elements inside there. There we go. And then you can take it out, pop these off, get him riding it, have him hold one. I said hold one, like a rein. And the other one would just go right here on his hair. I have not seen Avatar, so I do not understand any of that, but, you know. Ald will be king of the Lego world in the post-apocalyptic world. Yep, yep. All right. And we get a picture of it. And move on. All right, let's see. I mean, it's kind of interesting how many people have seen Avatar, and yet I still really don't know anything about them. Like, and I don't think it's because no one was, like, spoiling it. I think people just have kind of forgotten what they're about and stuff. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. The series was good. You didn't care for the movie? I'm not talking about The Last Airbender. I'm talking about James Cameron's Avatar. There we go, 1x4. Also, I do love these Technic brick frames. They have a brain tentacle in their hair to connect to other animals like a USB. There you go. Alright, flip over the frame. Dark gray 4x4 corner plate. Get another one on this side. Get this long plate through here. And a brown 1x2 round end plate. There we go. Alright, dark gray, a 2x4 here, and a 2x2 inverted slopes. 3x3 plate right there. And some yellow 1x2 Technic bricks with cross-axle holes. There we go. Alright, so red 8L axles. Get these in, make sure, yep, that's about right. Slide that through. Get a half bushing on the other side. Alright. I get a Technic bushing on. If I said half bushing a moment ago, I meant full bushing. You know a movie or a fictional medium fails to leave an imprint on society when fanfiction remains below 1,000 fanfics? I wouldn't say that. I mean, I think there's a lot of things without a whole lot of fanfiction that has left an imprint. It's just that either it's not conducive to fanfiction or it is not popular with the fanfiction audience. Alright, 4x6. Airplane body double inverted slope elements with cutouts. I mean, for one thing, fantasy and science fiction generate far more fan fiction than anything else. So I think that's a kind of a key distinction. Mind you, Avatar is science fiction, so, you know. Now, I do think that for all of the money that it made, I don't know that Avatar was particularly impactful. And, I mean, the second movie did really well, too. But again, I don't know that it had a whole lot of impact overall. So, I don't know. I do not know. I think Avatar isn't really resonant with people as a story. Special effects without much substance to help it continue in the zeitgeist. Yeah, that's a fair thing. But also, like, back in the 80s and 90s, and even, you know, the 2000s to an extent, there were things that people that didn't really have much of a story, but had such great special effects that people, you know, like, talked about them. And obviously before, you know, you'd get that back through the 50s and stuff like that too. But I think that special effects to a certain extent right now just aren't doing it anymore. Like, they're not enough anymore. Get some 2x6 tiles. Couple more red 1x2, run 1x1 cylinder plates with hollow studs. Because any movie of decent-sized budget can have similar levels of special effects to Avatar at this point. I think that's a pretty important change in how things happen. You know, there used to be the special effects bonanza movies. Like a good example might be, from what I've heard, Krakatoa East of Java. Not exactly a stellar movie, but it had tremendous special effects that really stuck with people. But the storyline and stuff like that, not exactly anything to write home about. But, I mean, it was a special effects bonanza. Alright, get a 2x2 turntable there. And you just don't get that anymore, I think. Because special effects are kind of everyday. Once upon a time, it took more money and effort to, say, do Hoth. Yeah. Well, not just that, but, like, if you're a movie maker and you're like, I'm gonna make an absolutely amazing special effects masterpiece. We're gonna do models. We're gonna blow them up. I'm gonna do, you know, we're gonna do stop motion. We're gonna do in-camera effects. Blah blah blah. You go to the budgeting and they're like, no, it's too expensive. You can't do that. All right, 2x2, 1x2 with vertical clip on the end there. So you got to do the 3D stuff. Yeah, no, I love practical effects. I love me some practical effects. In fact, the inability to just, like, sit down at any point right now and legally watch, like, all the Harryhausen movies, all the movies that Harryhausen worked on, is sad. Some of those I have not seen in a very, very long time, and I would love to see them again. CGI is becoming more commonplace. Well, not only that, but, like, I mean, you're getting... It's becoming a thing where you can do a low-budget movie and you can do CGI special effects. Like, you know, remember back when Jurassic Park came out, you know, there was no, like, they weren't doing CGI because that was the cheaper way to do it. Although I think in the end it kind of was, but they did it because it was new and novel, and the special effects people said, yeah, we can do it and it'll look really good. They were originally going to do stop motion. But now, CGI is actually cheaper than practical effects, to the point where a low-budget movie does CGI, you know, blood spray and stuff like that, where you would have had squibs and stuff. Alright, let's see. 1x4s on each end. Oh, right there. So yeah, you end up with low-budget movies having a ton of CGI stuff, and it's actually the high-budget movies that are doing the practical effects now. Not that there's that many of those, but you know what I mean. Also, let's see how he sits in a chair with the long legs. I gotta take his tail off, though. So he can sit in the chair. It does need another plate there on the end. Need to bring more B movies back into production. Well, we need to bring back. I mean, the problem is that B movies now are just going to do CGI, and not just CGI, but like module CGI, where it's like you don't make your own blood splatter. You buy a design, you know, like an effects package that has CGI blood spray kind of thing. Because that's cheaper. Whereas you would get bad practical effects in old movies, in B movies. Alright, on this side, we get the tan wheel right there. And get that there, just so that it's not bumping up against the thing. Two of these, and a brown 1x2 round end plate. There we go. You don't get funny effects like a stormtrooper bumping his head on a prop. Well, you still can get that, because like that's just a costume and a set. But yeah, I mean, you're getting less sets these days. Alright, so spare parts. We got a dark brown lightsaber hilt. We got a black friction pin. Gray bushing. Gray 1x1 cylinder plate with bar. Red 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. A dark gray spearhead. And a medium blue tail. Prequels for Star Wars had basically no sets. There were still some sets. It wasn't entirely green screen. It just depends on the elements and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, you don't get like nice matte paintings anymore and stuff like that, which is a shame. Alright, so bag number 2. There we go. And a small bag. There we go. Alright, basic door, 4x6 plate there, and another 4x6 plate. One of the reasons I got the set, a sand blue train door. Too bad it's just one. So we're not getting the other side. But I will take what train doors I can get. Alright, so she has a face mask or a regular face, so let's go ahead and put her regular face on. And get her the hair. There we go. I like the legs. Dual molded and with some printing and stuff like that. And here is the other face with a oxygen mask on. Or something like that. Miss some of the B movies like Them, Slugs, Giant Claw. Yeah. CGI lacks a certain feel and weight that real props give. Yeah, so I had a comment about that something similar in when I was playing Suikoden 4. There were characters who, like, they did motion capture, and it was one of the reasons why, like, I'm not a big fan of motion capture in a game because, I mean, it can be better, and it gets better these days, but in that game, I think it was, like, too early. If they had just programmed the movements rather than done motion capture, I think it would have looked better. But yeah, like, there were characters with gigantic cloud-esque swords that were swinging them around, and they had no weight to them at all. Like, it was very obvious that they had no weight to them. And it really took me out of the combat in that game. Plus, the movements were very exaggerated, and I didn't like that, but... Let's see, grill right there. Right, 2 white side stud bricks here and here. But yeah, I'm a big fan of B movies. They make do with what little budget they have. That's one of the things that I really appreciate about Roger Corman movies. Like, a lot of his movies are just incredibly cheesy. Just incredibly cheesy. But there's more, like, kind of heart put into them than a lot of cheesy, low-budget movies today. And he got a lot of people started in the industry, which was really, really good. There we go. Like, I was watching Roger Corman's The Raven, and Jack Nicholson has a prominent role in that movie. Very prominent role. All right, get our computer screen that I'm not putting a sticker on here for. And there's another movie that Roger Corman did that Jack Nicholson had a minor role in. I think one of his first or something like that. Maybe I'm mixing it up on another movie. There's a picture of the screen. Wasn't it Evil Dead that had a scene panning past heads on stakes that were Barbie heads glued to number 2 pencils? It might have been. That's an ultra low budget movie, and that's one reason why Evil Dead 2 is basically a rehash of Evil Dead with greater budget. 1x3x3 windows, another reason why I wanted this set. One of the things you used to love before giving up on it was waiting for Saturdays, because the Sci-Fi Channel used to do a new sci-fi movie every Saturday. Yeah, until, like, when they were basically just doing very low-budget movies, that was great. But then when people started making intentionally bad low-budget sci-fi movies because the bad low-budget sci-fi movies on the Sci-Fi Channel were so popular, that was kind of like jumping the shark. And that's when I was like, But yeah, there were some fun ones. Some of them I need to go back and watch again. There was one called Minotaur. Sharknado was terrible. Yeah, I think that was... I don't think that was the one, but there were like Sharktopus and stuff like that, where they intentionally made a bad movie, and it can be done. You can intentionally make a bad movie and have it come out really funny and stuff like that, but it's not easy. There's a black 1x2 grill plate. Sharknado 27, when Sharknadoes collide. You know they'd probably do that. Personal favorite was Sabretooth. So one that I need to go back and rewatch, Minotaur. I remember watching it, I remember liking it, but I don't actually remember anything about it, except for one thing. Tony Todd is in it. I don't even remember what role he has in it, but I always loved Tony Todd. So I need to rewatch that one for that. Word to the wise, if you're doing movies, get Tony Todd in your movie. Just, you know, just because. Perhaps that was more a prediction than joke. I mean, Candyman's not bad, in large part because Tony Todd is in it. What's my favorite episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine? One with Tony Todd in it. Man from Earth, great movie, in part because of Tony Todd. I'm just saying, get Tony Todd in your movies. There's a dragon movie where scientists created a dragon and had to call in a military team to come out and defeat it because the dragon went out of control. The new Candyman wasn't as good, and you know, no Tony Todd. There you go. There you go. Who was one of the great, you know, I mean, who was always a fun Klingon to have show up in a Star Trek series? Kern, because Tony Todd, you know? I mean, there were others, too. I'm not limiting it to just him, but I'm just saying. See about finding that dragon movie? Yeah, I'd be curious. I'm always up for some dragon movies. It's a big door. Well, that's Lego used to be 4x5, and now they're 4x6 for doors. I get it, but I'm not. I don't know. They feel narrow for their height these days. But it's also a thick door frame. Oops, that should be there. And a 1x2 gray panel. I think this originally came in the Explorians sets, but I can't remember for sure. And that goes right in here. It's not on the studs. There we go. There we go. I think it's like a cryo bed type thing. I think the only dragon movie you really like was Dragon Slayer, and you mean of dragon-centric movies, not just movies with dragons in them. Dragon Slayer is a fantastic movie. That is just a great movie in general, and I want to see that again too. So it's a little bit of a different thing with the look of this, but you know, you make do with the pieces that you have. I mean, Dragonheart wasn't bad. I have not seen the sequels, and I don't think I ever will. I might. I mean, if they ever pop up on Netflix or something like that, I probably will, but, actually, they've probably been on Netflix before. But part of the reason why that was not bad was because of Sean Connery doing the voice. And there were elements of it being a little tongue-in-cheek, although some... Oh, nope, actually, that's... I need a one-by-one plate in there. There were also, like, story elements of that were just not good. There we go. I'm trying to think of other dragon-centric movies. I mean, Dragon Slayer doesn't really have the dragon as a character, per se. It's pretty clearly a monster. Alright, Sealan, have a good rest of your night. Sleep well. Reign of Fire? In terms of, like, an action movie where essentially you've got, like, you know, it's like functionally a disaster movie, but with dragons instead of a natural disaster kind of thing. I don't remember what I thought of it, other than, like, I found the special effects not bad. I don't remember how interesting I found the story. But the fact that I don't remember much of the story may indicate that it wasn't all that much to write home about. The story revolves around the dragon as opposed to, say, the new D&D movie that just has a dragon as one obstacle. That's true. That's true for Dragon Slayer. Yeah. And other than some special effects that were good at the time but now appear dated, the special effects are fantastic in that. And honestly, like, special effects that were good at the time but appear dated now, I'm okay with. It doesn't bother me. Hate trying to search for a movie when you give the search engine a list of things for the movie and it just starts popping out stuff totally not related to what you're searching for. Yeah, isn't it nice that Google went and made their search crap? That's so great. Thanks, Google. Really do appreciate that. 3 1x3 bricks. Mega Flare search engines. Alright. 1x6. Do you remember anyone who was in it? That might help. Alright, another pair of corrugated bricks. Alright, and so one of the so this is a train door, and this is a train window. The classic train window in Lego was this sort of thing that it's layered, so it'll like this raised part is flush with the outside, and I'll pop it in a second. But it has this bar across the top because it indicates that it would be openable, which a lot of the trains that these are emulating would have. So it gets this nice flush. You know, it's like obviously the window part itself is recessed, but the outer edge is flush. And Lego is not doing that anymore. So if you got a train that had doors like this, because this is the only piece that this window fits in, they haven't changed that. But because the 1x4x3 windows and the 1x2x3 windows, both of those could take standard 1x4 and 1x3 windows, I mean, like 1x4 and 1x2 window panes. They've just gone with the standard window panes for them, and it's a little disappointing. A little disappointing. Howdy, Lord Canis. How's it going? Alright, let's see. Next up, alright, 2x4, dark gray, 2x2 cylinder plate. One by two round top, curved bricks. Where is the other one? There it is. Sand blue 2x4. And it's a real shame that we're just getting the one door on this. So you cannot use this to make like actual train cars. Playing a Duergar, ran into other Duergar. They called your stealth skills as being as loud as a shield dwarf, and you took offense to that. Well, I mean, maybe they're right, though. It's been at least 13 years since you've seen the movie. That's fine. That's fair, you know, that you don't remember. You don't think they had any big-name actors? That's, yeah, that happens, too. Alright, are we making two of these? No. Alright. Dark gray 1x4 and a white 4x6. Now they're my content food. Wow, murdering your kin. Terrible. Terrible. Kinslayer. Alright, let's get dark gray. Corner slopes. Sand blue 1x4s. Flip it over. And gray 1x5 plates. Plus they had hair, which means they were heretical scum using hair tonics. Alright, let's see. And then dark gray 2x2 to 1x2 upward bracket. Get a boat stud on the bottom. 1x2 plate with round ends. And a yellow 2x2 cylinder brick, 2x2 dome. And a black 1x1 cylinder plate with bar. Okay, probably shouldn't be quite that far over. There we go. Alright, and that goes right there. I don't know if, I don't remember if there was anything specifically saying Duergar don't have a whole lot of hair. White 2x2 tile there. A sticker would go on there, but I'm not putting it on. And then we make the other side here. At least in 2nd edition, I mean. I have no idea what they've done in later editions. I mean, I haven't seen the original art that in question for it, but I have been told that the artwork that led to Dro having mustaches all the time, that was actually someone misinterpreting something else in someone else's artwork, kind of thing. I have not looked at the artwork to know for sure, though. Oops. There we go. Are there any dragons in D&D with hair? Gold dragons can sometimes have, like, Eastern-style, Chinese-style beards. Co-dragons are quite furry little guys. Of course, a bunch of the Asian dragons have them. Alright, let's see. Alright, 2x2 cylinder tile with a top Technic hole. Originally used to lift up cargo. Flamenco elves, Belkades of Mysara have short facial hair. So there's, I think only, so far as I recall, the only campaign setting of the only major campaign setting of 1st to 2nd edition AD&D that explicitly had elves that couldn't grow hair was Dragonlance. I don't recall Forgotten Realms in the 1st or 2nd edition era saying that they couldn't. I don't remember anything in Greyhawk, but I don't know Greyhawk as well. It was rare to portray them with hair, but there are a few old bearded elves in some artwork. But Dragonlance, like, one of the reasons Tanis grows a beard in Dragonlance is specifically because elves cannot have beards, and he's, like, trying to be different. Like, he gets so much prejudice that he basically embraces it, kind of thing. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's get these on there. I tend to go with a simple element of, like, elves don't typically wear facial hair, but they can grow it. But it's also one of those things of, like, if they want to grow facial hair, like, if a player was asking me about it, I'd be like, yeah, if an elf doesn't want to have to shave and doesn't want facial hair, they just don't grow it, kind of thing. There we go. And under here, we get a 2x2 with a Technic 2x2 plate with a Technic hole on the underside. Alright, so spare parts. We have a black 1x1 cylinder tile, cylinder plate with bar, tan 1x1 cylinder plate, dark gray 1x1 plate, trans light blue 1x1 quarter cylinder tile, trans yellow 1x1 cylinder tile, gray 1x1 cylinder tile with round end, and a gray 1x1 cylinder tile with keypad printing. Considering alpha PCs can't get beards like that, then again, that might just be because he's voiced by J.K. Simmons. Let's see. I do like the looks of these feet elements. I don't know what they'd be called on a thing like this. They're pretty cool. All right, then bag number 3 to wrap it up. It's still like the turn of phrase can still be wear a beard or wear a mustache or something like that. Like that's still a proper phrase. Put these over there. There we go. Like it's a little bit different if you're like you grow a beard, but if someone like sees you shaved and they're like, "Don't you typically wear a beard?" Like, because you wouldn't say if in a situation like that, "Don't you typically grow a beard?" Because that's assuming an action as opposed to your normal kind of state. So if it's a case of like talking about your normal kind of state, like then wear a beard is proper English there. All right, so it has him with the oxygen mask on. Speaking of Driderman, you would actually like the look they have for the one Drider you run into? I don't know if I would like it. I you might not want to assume. I generally have not liked the design aesthetics of modern D&D. Alright, so this is a very interesting design that they've got with the wheelchair. They came out with a Lego wheelchair a couple years ago, and some advocates pointed out that you couldn't actually get the Lego wheelchair through a door. The wheelbase was too wide. So Lego actually redesigned the wheelchair so that it could go through doors. That's pretty nice of them. Like, they did not have to do that at all. But they did. And it looks pretty good. So it has, like the old one... Come on, focus. There we go. The old one basically had this side panel covering the whole thing and the wheel on top of that, giving it a wider wheelbase. And here, they've basically just set it up so that the wheelbase is a standard two studs. So that was really, really good of them to go back in and essentially correct that, because that's... You know, to make it... make the Lego buildings accessible, shall we say. Alright, 3 1x4 plates, or tiles. I mean, you can share a picture of that character. My favorite Drider is actually one that Tony DiTerlizzi did in a dungeon adventure. That is my favorite Drider artwork. But then again, it's Tony DiTerlizzi, so, you know. Alright, I'll take a look after the stream. There we go, got that ramp. Mind you, this ramp is a little bit steep for a, a wheelchair. Lolth's best Drider. Alright, 2 1x4 tiles. Nope, don't get out of there. Come on. There we go. Alright, start with a 4x6. Not sure why it is a punishment to make them more like their goddess, because she was changed involuntarily, and she still resents it. Alright, 2x16. Get the 4x6 there. For the most part, you think that the game devs got a little creative with some of the stuff in this game, which, hey, they're basically the DMs. If the Drider is a little extra mutated, that's a little extra mutated. Yeah, no, I mean, that's obviously, you know, well within their rights to do. And I got no problem with them choosing to do things like that, as long as it's like we're doing this because we want to, as opposed to, well, yeah, this is what canon is, you know. If they're like, yeah, whether it's canon or not doesn't really matter. We're doing it because we think it's cool. I can't say anything against that. I don't have to agree, but that's their choice. It's their game. My issues are more when someone is doing something because they don't realize that it's not canon, or because they think something is canon that isn't, or they actually don't care. Like, if you look at other 5e Drider art, they still look like normal Dro with a giant spider booty. Yeah. Well, that's canon. Alright, gray 4x6. Dark gray 1x4, and 2 gray 1x2 tile slopes. But I haven't really looked at a whole lot of 5e art. How many house artists would you say that they have these days? And by house artists, I mean like in-house artists who do the prestige stuff, or is it pretty much all farmed out these days? You want to get some fudge and came back at the right time to read about giant spider booty? Yep. It's always a good time. It's always the right time to come back. You know, you want to hear about giant spider booty. There we go, 1x4s, get a white 2x3 right there. Okay, 2 yellow 1x2 plates and a 1x4 rail plate. 0 seems like to you, though they do have house artists in Magic. Yeah, I figured that they did for Magic. I know that there's a lot of outsourced stuff in Magic. I suspect Magic gets the lion's share of the stuff. I mean, one of the interesting things about once Wizards of the Coast got TSR was like the crossover of Magic artists into AD&D or AD&D artists into Magic. Like, I believe she started out as a Magic artist, but Rebecca Guay, man, she had some great AD&D artwork. And I know Tony Dieterlisi did some Magic stuff as well. I don't know if he did it before the buyout, which is possible because I don't think he was ever a house artist. But I don't know the timeline on that. And then, of course, there was, like, Phil Foglio, who worked at Wizards after working at TSR. Love how derpy the Kuo-toa look in Baldur's Gate 3. And again, the bulging fish eyes, kind of hard not to look. Okay, so I will say that, if I remember correctly, the 1.5e Kuo-toa art that I saw, that to me was kind of like, yeah, that's Kuo-toa art I would use in 2e, because it's a bipedal fish. Bipedal fish man. And that's exactly what a Kuo-toa is. But it's like a tuna kind of appearance or something like that, or trout. I don't really know fish, so. But it felt like it felt like an appropriate appearance for a Kuo-toa. Alright, there we go. Let's get to see some roof elements on here. Now, these are interesting roof elements because they have a plate thickness at the edge, and they actually only come up to a half plate. Like, there's a half plate or a half brick worth of tile on top. So it doesn't, it like really doesn't match with a whole lot of other pieces, which is kind of a shame. Like, it's using, they're using the tile slopes here, but you can pretty clearly see the difference in the sloping. So it's always been an interesting element there. I wonder if Phil's webcomic is still going? No idea. I mean, I think he was doing multiple ones for a while there. I do have his signature on a Dragon magazine cover he did. Okay, 2x3, 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 and dark gray 1x4s. In the future, there may be a Duergar-trained Kuo-toa monitors running around in the Underdark. Hope they're ready for the insanity. Let's see. Beige 2x2 cylinder plate and 2 1x2 grill tiles. And sand blue 2x4s on the ends. There we go. Alright, and then we get our 1x2 slopes with cutouts. Nothing right there, which is fine. Pop over to the backside. You did not know what a Kuo-toa is? Yeah, that's, there should be a thing like... I've been watching Lethal Feline play, Starfield, the new Bethesda game? Skyrim in space. And, like, there are things that would pop up, like, you know, because he has a bouncer background, it would be like an option would come up because he has that background that gives him a new dialogue option. And there should totally be a, like, you know, elf. Well, then you have some different responses. Or you know, because you're from the Underdark, you know what a Kuotoa is, kind of thing. I know I would have some issues with the game if they didn't have something like that. Kind of like, you know, the favorite quote from Ultima 9. What's a paladin? There we go. Get that on there. Okay, on the underside, get a orange 1x1 cylinder plate, 2x2 cylinder tiles, and dark gray boat studs. To be fair, you're playing the Dark Urge Origin, which has a lot of stuff you can't mention here due to spoilers. You don't utter anything about Ultima 9 in Polite Society. Well, I do. Aboleth are your friend. You're not being charmed into saying this. Honest. Yes, Aboleths are your friend. They are very friendly. They just want to introduce you to the wonder that is the Blood Queen. You know? Just wanna take you for a nice little swim. And maybe eventually eat your brain. And by maybe, I mean absolutely eventually eat your brain. Aboleths are more terrifying than Mind Flayers are to you? That's fair. Well, for some species, there definitely should be. Like, in my opinion. It depends a lot on, like, who you're talking to. I feel like most surface races would probably be like, oh, I've never seen a dwarf like you before if you're a Duergar. But being a Drow, yeah, should cause some fear and consternation and worry. And more fear. You don't know why you are not as terrified of the Mind Flayers as you should be? Well, so one thing about Mind Flayers is that being humanoid and having a humanoid society makes them a bit more familiar. But an Aboleth is a big tentacly fish. Or amphibian, as it actually should probably be. Except for, you know, Pazithis herself, who just has stubby nubs. Everyone's favorite, stubby nubs. You think their feet look too silly? What, Aboleths? Illithids. I can honestly say I've never seen artwork of Illithid feet before. That is something that I can honestly say. I have also never thought about what their feet might look like. Again, quite honestly. Alright, and that goes right there. Getting these hazard tiles is pretty nice, actually. Their robes are a bit shorter in 5e. I mean, I guess I kind of always figured that they just had kind of normally feet. Maybe with fewer toes. Am I going to have to ask for a picture of Illithid feet now? I don't have a fetish, really. Alright, 2x2 corner plate. Orange 1x1 cylinder plate. Whip antenna. And a yellow 1x1 with clip. There we go. And that goes right there. And that's it. It looks like 2 of them. Interesting. Alright, let's see. There's 2E artwork with them showing toes. Maybe I just didn't pay attention. I'll go look. Alright. Gray and yellow 1x1 plates. Yellow 1x1 cylinder tile. Orange 1x1 cylinder plate. And a spare wheelchair wheel. I have no idea what the heck I'll do with a spare wheelchair wheel. Alright, so here is the little research module. I like the design quite a bit of this. The windows are a little bit low, but I like the dark gray glass. Love getting a train door. That's always nice. I like the hazard symbols there. Having like these canisters and valves on the outside are pretty neat as well. And I really like these feet elements. They wobble a little bit, but it kind of makes sense. Yeah, it's a very cool little design. And then I pull off the roof. But let's go ahead and move that to the back because it is about time for some minifigs. 2 big floppy toe-looking things. All right. Where's my sheet? There it is. Okay, so we will go ahead and start with the Ninjago Movie set. And what do we want? How about this one right here? Okay, let's go ahead and start a prediction. I think there's 3 of each in this set because there's 60 in these packs. And there's 20 total to get. So, let's go ahead and start the prediction. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? So off camera, I got that to get the sheet. I got her. I got that guy with the selfie stick last time. And we will see what we get this time. You want Pepper Girl in her Pepper World? Well, maybe. No dice, not this time because there are too many. Dice are for when I get really low. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? Alright, I guess while that's going on, I'll go take a look at this picture. Yeah, see, I don't actually see Driders as having a significant amount of spider appearance on their main bodies. Like, I've never understood that. When, like, they're a cursed creation, there's no reason for it. It's changing their lower torso and stuff like that. So I've never been one to feel that you gotta make them even more spidery in their non-spider parts. You don't. You know? It's like, if you have a chimera, the dragon part isn't goat-like. The goat part is the goat part kind of thing, you know? The lion part is the lion part. You don't put a mane on all 3 heads because they're a chimera. So I've never understood merging them. I mean, if you're creating a brand new creature, and that's the point, is having that merge, sure, fine. That's A-okay. But if you've got something that already doesn't have that, I don't see why you'd put that on there. All right, predictions are closed. Let me get my timer up and going. It's just like this thing of oh, it's part spider, so you got to make it even more spidery. No, you don't. All right, and go. All right, let's see. What do we go? Oh, is that what I think it is? No, it is not. All right, is that something else? Okay, I think I know what part that is, but I am not seeing it here. Yes, I am. All right. Oh, 22.2. All right, it is that guy. I feel the boom. I felt the boom box. I thought it was the toolbox, but it is not. It is the boom box. All right, let's see. Yes, it is. I like the colors on that boombox. All right. So I have no idea who any of these characters are, of course, so I'm not going to be able to do that. But there's going to be a bit of a payout here. Let's complete that prediction, 20 to 50, because again, that was 22.20. Do people still carry boomboxes around? No, I don't think boomboxes have been a thing since tapes died, because you couldn't really carry a boombox with a CD in it, or the CD would skip. Let's complete the prediction, and let's see who is getting the hams. All right, Lord Canis, nice payout there, 12,000, very nice. Fear and Kinshir going for within 20 seconds. Preskitch going for 50 to 60. Bahamut 0 and Lel Bunny going for no. You have MP3s, so you could bring back. You could bring back the boombox, but most people get annoyed if you have like big loud music playing rather than having your AirPods in or something. There you go. He's got quite mussed hair. There we go. All right, maybe there we go. That works better. So there's his torso. And his hair, very mussed hair. World Tour 1985. And there is the boombox. The amusing thing about the boombox is, I mean, I guess that actually does look like it has an embedded MP3 player, like an embedded old-style iPod. And he just has plain black pants. Let's actually see if I can get this a little bit more stable on here. Less stable, but more... Looks a little bit more reasonable. There we go. There we go. Now it looks like it's resting on his shoulder. Dude's shirt has an old one's name on it. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. See, it's resting on his shoulder now. It does look like it's got an MP3 player on it, like an iPod. That guy's poor ear. Yeah, that's gonna happen. All right. So we got that guy. I like the color on the black and gold on the boombox, though. That is pretty nice. All right, Series 12. Let's go ahead and get one out here. He's going to lose hearing? Yep, probably. They were annoyed by that back in the 80s, too. Yes, but there were you had fewer headphone options, or you know, I'll put him next to Horse in his ears. Horse can't lose hearing. Let's go for that guy. Alright, start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Let's go. Alright, so far we have gotten 3 wizards. We have gotten the Mongol, we have gotten the princess, we have gotten the gamer, we've gotten the space miner, we've gotten the lifeguard. We have not gotten the grizzled prospector. I do want the grizzled prospector. Haven't gotten anyone on the 4th row. We've gotten the fencer, we've gotten the genie, and off camera I got the gloomy girl. But she will probably... we will definitely get... hope to get one of her on stream. But yeah, it's funny that we have not gotten anyone in that row yet. Alright, about a minute to go. Get your predictions in. Like, if you were talking about a were spider that has that's in a hybrid form, going back to the earlier conversation, so it's partially humanoid, partially spider. Yeah, that kind of thing is fine on that, because you've already kind of established the hybrid form like that for other lycanthropes. But I just feel like Driders, their upper torso is the original, you know, Dro torso. Alright, 20 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? And will it be something new? I'm hoping for something new. We've gotten the full line of the top ones. I really do want the Amazon warrior. That is a great figure. And we are closed. All right. So let me go ahead and get my timer ready again. All right. Timer is reset. And go. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Any obvious pieces? That's legs. That doesn't help. That's a head. That doesn't help. You can feel the base, but that doesn't help. Okay, feel something long here. What is that piece? What is that piece? It's a fairly unique piece, but I am having trouble figuring out what that is. What is that? Oh, all right, I know. Wow, all right, that took a while. 57.48. I'm pretty sure we have another one of the barbarian guys, the Mongol guys, because I believe I felt the sword. That was really throwing me off. That I was feeling the hilt, and like trying to find the blade or something. I don't know. It felt really weird. Surprised I didn't feel the hat. Let's see if I am correct. Yes, that is indeed what we got. We got another Mongol guy. All right, so that took a while. 57.48, right before the end. All right, choose that prediction. All right, 50 to 60. Actually, a surprising number of hams put down there. Let's check our summary. Preskitch getting the hams there. Kinshir and Fear going for within 20 seconds. Lel Bunny going for 20 to 50. And Bahamut going for no. Almost missed minifigs because Egon's determined to make your poor hand a choo-choo. You're not a choo-choo? Well, I mean, I think you just need to embrace the fact that you are, because sure seems like he's not going to take no for an answer. There we go. Get his cape on. Get his helmet on. Get those legs on. Give him a sword. Give him the shield. And let's get these horns into his helmet. There we go. I'd love to see a like a Novgorod Prince type figure in Lego. That would be you could really get some fancy headgear and printing and stuff with a character like that. There we go. All right, so another Mongol warrior. There we go. And finally, we've got Series 20, I believe this one is. All right, let's go for that fig right there. All right, let's start that prediction. Can all guess what is inside of the minifig pack? Get your predictions in. We'll see what I get. I can go ahead and put these back. But then the Muscovite minifigs would annex his land and make Russia? Well, you know. It happens. There we go. Got those back over out of the way. That is a blue horse beneath horse, or a blue horse-like creature with 6 legs. Because we're building Avatar stuff, so all the animals look weird. All right, so we have not gotten the Pinata Kid on camera. We have not gotten the Breakdance Girl. We have not gotten the Sentai Warrior. We have not gotten the Brick Dude, the Rocker, or the Drone Kid. So we're actually doing pretty well on getting the figures from this set. All right, 40 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. What do you want me to do with the Zent corpses? Toss them in the pickle vest? No, ew, no, just burn them. Or you could be generous and send them back to their families. They may not know what they're doing. I don't know. I don't know which Zents you're talking about. I mean, are they just warrior Zents, or are they the actual leaders? All right, about 10 seconds to go. Get your predictions in. I mean, Pepper Girl might want to go into the pickle vat so that there can be a peck of pickled Pepper Girls. All right, predictions are closed. Let me get my timer ready. All right. And go. No, Norse horse would have 8 legs. Alright, I think we have the Drone Kid. I don't know what else this could be. So I'm going to go with that. Alright. 23 seconds. I think I felt the drone piece. So that's what I'm going with. It's a little bit of a weird piece, but I don't know what else I could have been feeling. So let's see if we have a Drone Kid. No! Oh, no, I was feeling the turtle. Well, Welp. Welp, I did not feel the shell. I was feeling this side. All right, choose a prediction. That will be a no. Complete that prediction. I got it wrong. All right, Bahamut and Lel Bunny getting the hams. Very nice. Kinshir going for within 20 seconds. Tidal Rabbit, Fear, and Lord Canis almost getting the hams there with 20 to 50. Preskitch going for 50 to 60. That is disappointing. All right. Also, let me close out that little window. There we go. All right. On the other hand, we do get the diver with the baby sea turtle, and I am always happy to do that. The one time you vote for me. I know. It's terrible. See, you just gotta keep your faith in not having faith in me, clearly. Kind of surprised they didn't give this lady an air tank. She's just snorkeling. There we go. That's why you started doing the whole vote no thing with low amounts of hams? You don't want to give hams away? Alright, there we go. We have our diver. I love the little wetsuit with the turtle design on it. There she is. A little bit of a smile. Picking up some debris in the water. But, more importantly, we have this little cutie. If the camera would focus. There we go. Come on. Focus. You were almost focused, camera. There we go. Look at this little cutie. Aww, look at the little sea turtle. Isn't he a cutie? I love that little baby sea turtle. It's very cute. There we go. Lady swimming with her familiar, clearly. Alright, and spare parts. We have an extra 1x1 cylinder tile in black with a top peg, an angled clear connector, and a bright green leaf element. Does Sea Turtle fit tonight with tonight's build? Not really. There we go. Mark that one. Maybe I should get a second one of these sheets because I ripped the ripped it last time. There we go. All right. Put these away. There is an adult sea turtle that they've come out with, and I really do want that. It's basically the same thing but bigger. Looks very cute as well. All right, let's see. We are on bag number 4. Right, that's going to be the second instruction thing. All right. Nope. 2x3, get back here. You're not allowed to escape. All right, Bahamut, have a good rest of your night. Thank you very much for coming on out. These are... Oh, these are different pieces than I expected. They will make a solid pillar. They have Technic holes in the middle, so that's cool. We got what I thought was going to be the piece in the Lion Knight's castle. It makes up part of the chimney, but that's just rectangular. Thought that's what we were getting. I want all the pieces, yes. I do collect pieces. Not, like, to an obsession level, but I do love new Lego pieces. It is one of my favorite things. Okay, let's go ahead and make the guy. We have a sand green waist, tally legs, thicker arms. We get an extra tail again. Get the head with the ears, and there is the hair. So having the ears is a little bit weird on the heads. There are plenty of people who have 30-plus copies of various sets. Oh, also, he does have a bow. Where is the bow? There it is. And it's the larger kind of recurve bow as well, so that's pretty nice. If Ald could have his own personal Lego press, he would drown in Lego. Well, not really. There we go. Alright, black and tan, 4x8s. Get that on there. Get the black angled 1x4 thingies. Trust me, if you think I'm obsessed, you have not seen people who are obsessed with Lego. I'm passionate about Lego. I'm not obsessed. There is a difference. 1x2. I mean, there are people who are like complaining about the new Venator because there's some stickers on it rather than printing. And I'm like, hey, I'd rather have stickers. I could have Scrooge McDuck levels of Lego and still want more. Well, it depends on what more I want. Like, what more you're talking about. Oops, that does not go there. Alright, the brown ones go on top. One by four plates go here. I mean, there's always parts that, you know, a new part coming out that I don't have. Well, yeah, of course I'm going to want more in that case. I might not have, even with all of those parts, I might not have enough sand blue or something, you know? And then I need more. Howdy, Shield of Hope. How's it going? You got some decades-old Lego sets where the stickers don't stay on like they used to? Yeah, that's going to happen, unfortunately. And I get that, if that's something that you want to prevent and stuff like that. And certainly, like, there's, you know, an argument to be made that you know, you're going to have less issues like that with printing, and, you know, if that's someone's concern, then I get that. But there's a difference between being like, oh, it's a shame that it's not this, versus, oh my god, Lego's so cheap. I can't believe that a billion-dollar company is putting stickers in this set rather than printing these pieces, blah, 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 you know, and it's like, settle down. Settle down. You bet the only Lego you don't want more of is brick separators. This is true, with one exception. I wouldn't mind it if they produced more colors, because they're interesting looking pieces, and yeah, I could certainly do something with them. But there's a limit. Also, I don't need more black 3x4s, 3x4 half tiles. Give me those in new colors. Alright, there we go. Get some white flowers in here. Some of the more normal plant life in this set, I think. Get that on there. Alright, so we get the post, clear half post, and get the double pin in there. Connect that together. Get the friction connector with axle connector on it. Put that in the top of the 3 Technic holes there. You know, getting stickers on in the right place can be annoying too, but at the same time, LEGO sometimes misprints things and they're a little bit off, so there's always, like, trade-offs and stuff like that, you know? The prints can get scratched. There we go, get that there. I mean, I'm perfectly happy to say that on things that I would want to use, I would rather have a print, and on things that I don't want to use, I'd rather have a sticker. That's completely selfish. It's totally selfish, and very understandably so. Let's see. Sand green angled plate. Get a orange flower. Dark gray 1x2x2 slope, and a brown 1x1 cylinder plate with bar. There we go. Go, curved slope and curved slope. All right, 4x4 plate with a cutout in the center. Gray 2x2 inverted slopes. Dark gray 1x2 Technic bricks with axle holes, cross axle holes. 1x3 inverted slopes and a 2x2 inverted slope. Two by 3s. 1x2 to 1x2 downward brackets. All right, some sand green angle plates, and let's see, a brown 1x1 cylinder plate, and brown 1x1 cylinder plate with a bar. There we go. Tan 3x3 angle plates. Another brown 1x1 cylinder plate with bar. Some flowers. There we go. On the underside, going that way. 2 1x3 angled or inverted slopes. And let's see. Get it on this way. There we go. Sand green 1x2 curved slope. Dark gray, a 1x2 tile slope. And a 2x2 angled corner slope. Okay, right angle Technic connector with 2 red 2L axles. So there's a lot of pieces that I'm not interested in, like, I'm not particularly interested in, like, certain Technic pieces that I don't think I'd get much use out of, like a lot of the panel pieces that they're using for vehicles these days. So that's one reason why I'm not interested in those Technic sets. I would rather have Technic bricks, because those are useful outside of those Technic pieces, those Technic sets, in general. Okay, friction axle pin. Okay, that goes right here. So it connects in there, rotates up. We're going to lock that in up there with the 5L axle with stop. There we go. So lock that right in there, giving it a good anchor, making basically a big long root coming down off the back as well. And we take the tan flexible line, connect that in right there, bring it around down here. So there's basically a vine connecting the top to the bottom. There we go. Alright. Rotate it around, get the brown robot arm and the brown root. There we go. Alright, and some 1x1 brown tiles with top clips. One there. One right there. And one right over here. So we've got these kind of flower pieces. I'm not sure if they don't take something to the... Like, there's enough space to put a bar in, but it doesn't hold it. Or at least not very well. Yeah. So it doesn't take a stud. So there's nothing that you can really do to put in there. But this is a pretty cool piece because it is glow in the dark. Let me see if I can get that to show up. You can kind of see it right there. Oh, it's kind of a pale green there. Whereas it's fairly white here. So that's one of the glow-in-the-dark elements. And we have a magenta 3x3 radar dish. Get that right in there. The blue angle connector, dark blue angle connector. And that will go right here. I don't know if the magenta is supposed to be a leaf or something else. We got trans pink 2x2 radar dishes. Another dark blue angle connector. So the avatar sets do have a lot of these types of interesting colors. The whip antenna on here. There's some in trans pink that I'd kind of like to get. There's some old vine whip elements that I'd like to get. But I might just get just those pieces as opposed to the sets that they're in. There we go. Get that on there. And we get another one with trans pink radar dishes. Transparent this, transparent that. Where are all the translucent pieces? Elsewhere? Saint Elsewhere? I think there's a couple pieces that would be considered translucent. And there we go. Get that on there. There we go. And that angle plate up there that I clearly missed. And is there another flower? Yes, there is a flower that I missed. Right there. There we go. Alright, so extra pieces. Brown 1x1 cylinder plate. Brown 1x1 cylinder plate with bar. White 7-leaf plant, or 7-petal plant. Bright orange 1x1 plate flower. A dark blue angle connector element. Glow-in-the-dark kind of flower crown element. And a medium blue tail. So those are the extra pieces. And here we have a floating rock piece with some very interesting plant life. Very interesting plant life. I like that it makes it feel kind of alien and stuff like that. Alright. Let's go ahead and put that to the side for the moment. And next up, we have the helicopter to do. Bags number 5 and 6. Alright, nothing in that bag. Alright, let's move that large plate over there, and actually I should move that over there as well. Okay, small bag and a small bag. There we go. All right. Oh, there's a 4x3 over there. Let's move that. Okay. So, bag number 5. We start with the gray 4x8. Get a yellow 1x2, and immediately the dark gray 4x6. Another yellow 1x2. Black 2x3. 2x6, I'm sorry. And then we get the 1x1 to 1x2 upward brackets. Get a 1x1 on the back side of that. And there we go. And then black 1x1 tile slopes. There we go. 1x1 tile slope. There we go, get that bracket there. Another 1x1 tile slope. And finally, the fourth bracket with 1x1 tile slope. There we go. Okay, and then we get the S bracket in dark gray, right there. Two more 1x1 plates in gray, next to the S bracket. And dark gray 1x4 across the top there, and a beige 1x2 grill tile. There we go. Okay, black 2x4 plate. Get the 1x6 with cutout and double inverted slopes right there. There it is. And then we get the tapering inverted slope element. So I don't have one appropriate, but you can get the 4 wide double inverted elements. So it functions as like a position change, shape change kind of thing, or width change. It's kind of neat. It is not compatible with this. This will be going someplace else. But this is a piece that was used in the tails of airplanes back in the 80s. So it's nice to see that that is still around. I always appreciate it when old, like, kind of specialized pieces are still around. Dark gray 1x1 cylinder plate right there in the center. And that goes right there. All right. Let's see. Black 4x6 and 2 black 1x3 plates. There we go. All right, we get a window frame that we're not actually using for a window. Right there. I think it's just a frame to hold up parts above it while leaving space to get through. Pairs of yellow 1x2 plates. There and there. And a 1x2 to 2x2 downward brackets on the sides. There is the other one in gray. A dark gray 2x2 slopes. And then on the front, we get a red 2x2 plate with side studs and red 1x1 cylinder plates behind it. That's going to be the cockpit. All right, and the Friends tri-wall bracket that is used to for the ends of feet. Minifigs fit in that as well, although it's very rarely used for minifigs. But that's what it's used for here. So this is going to be the cockpit seat itself. In front of that, we have a 2x2 corner plate with curved corners so that it gets around that angle right there. There we go. All right, 2 dark gray 1x2 bricks that would get some stickers. Get those right on there. 1x2 tile with center stud. And a blue base lever, blue on black. for the control stick for the helicopter. I haven't seen blue-based levers in a little while, so that's pretty nice. All right. White 1x2 with side studs, and 4 headlight bricks. Like, I would really like to see them make more lever colors. A significant majority, like 99% or something like that, are black. I know of gray, and there might be a rare other color, but I think it's pretty much just those black and gray. And the gray levers have only appeared on gray bases and black bases, I think. I should check Bricklink sometime to see what colors they've actually done. All right, curved slope to fill in this spot. But there is the little half plate space below it. All right, 2x2 to 1x4 hinge plates. Where's the other one? There it is. So I'm not sure exactly what the angle is going to be right now. Looks like it's just slight. There we go. Black 1x4 with 2 studs. With those half tiles, and then black 1x2 ingot tiles. I don't know if there's something about the ingot tiles that makes them more appealing for LEGO to use than 1x2 tiles, but they've been using them a lot in places where normal 1x2 tiles would be used. Alright. At the back, we get gray 1x1 Technic bricks, and dark gray 1x1 bricks up ahead of them. Alright, and we'll make the tail sub-assembly. So we use the tail element, appropriate. White 1x2 with round ends, right in that little spot. A gray 2x4 brick. Dark gray 1x2 tile with center stud. Pair of gray 1x5 plates and dark gray 2x3 tiles, 1x2 plates on the underside at the ends. And because these have hollow studs, we can get this right in there centered. So that's handy. Yellow 2x4, not 2x4, 2x2 plate. Go. 2x2 brick, I'm sorry. Gray 1x2 plate on top. Alright. Some side stud elements. And we get yellow 1x2 plates on the rear ones. There we go. 1x3 plates on top in black. Dark gray 1x4 brick and 1x4 plate at the very rear. Gray 2x2 corner plates. And then a sub-assembly of the sub-assembly Black 1x8 plate with a curved inverted 1x4 slope. Gray 1x10 plate. 2 gray 1x1 plates. There we go. And black 1x1 plates with bars on 2 sides. Black 1x3 plate. There we go. And 6 1x2 bricks with studs on either side. There we go. It's a lot of side stud bricks. Okay, right prior to the back, 1x4 dark gray slopes. And 1x8 tiles. There we go. Let's see, gray 1x2 tile on top, and dark gray 1x8, 1x2 plate, I'm sorry, 1x8 tile on top there. Black 1x1 tile slope, dark gray 1x2 tile with center stud, and a black ingot plate tile on the very back of the tail. And we slip that right in there. Okay, gray 1x3 with 2 studs. And that fits right there on the back for the tail. I like the way that they have the slopes fitting in there. That does look pretty nice. Okay, black 2x12, I believe, right here. Let's see. Nope, 2x10. There we go. Get that right there. Across the top. 4 gray 1x1 plates. There we go. Alright, beige 1x2 bricks with cross axle holes in the middle and 2x4s on either side of that, and a yellow 2x3 at the end. And a 4L bar slipping between these, through these axle holes. 4L axle in there. There we go. Gray 2x2 corner plates. Alright, so I'm going to make a guess that this is going to fit right on that part, because that is a perfect spot for it. Alright, black 1x1 to 1x2 downward brackets. Get those on there. Alright, dark gray 1x4 plates with 1x3 tiles and a 1x2 curved slope. Bracketing the open bay behind the cockpit. I'm also guessing that these are going to go on here, on the sides. That would make sense. There we go. There we go. Alright. That fits on pretty nicely. And indeed, we get the 2 short curved wedge slopes, and then the long one on the top. There we go. If the base weren't so blocky, and I understand why this one in the back, the back part is going to be blocky, that would definitely look a lot nicer. Okay, gray, a 2x4 plate up top, and a 2x2 in front. Let's see. Blue, 1x2 tile slopes. And black 2x2 cylinder tiles. And 4 gray 2x2 corner slopes. There we go. Alright, 2x2 curved slope that would have a sticker. Black 2x2 plate at the center of all of the corner plates. And on either side of the cockpit front, we have number 3 Technic angle connectors and friction axle pins. There we go. Alright, spare parts. We got 1x1 cylinder plates in red and dark gray, 1x1 tile slope in black, and a blue base black lever. There we go. And now for the final bag, number 6, to wrap up our helicopter thingy. I'm actually not sure if this is technically a helicopter or not. Since it has 2... Technically, it has 4 blades. Probably, well, yeah, I mean, it's definitely a VTOL, but I don't know if it's technically a helicopter. Alright, let's go ahead and make the minifig. Now, these are interesting Technic ring elements. They have no gear teeth or anything like that, so other than what we're going to be using them for, I'm not sure what other uses they may have. Let's get the 4 propellers off to the side. Let's get the cockpit dome over there, and we'll get our minifig put together. She does have black hair, so there it is. So since she's the pilot, we'll give her the glasses and the headset. There we go. Got some olive pants. There's her non-pilot face. Go ahead and put her over here for the moment. Alright. Blue wedge plate, 4x3, and a gray, gray. 1x2 to 1x2 upward bracket. There it is. Alright, and a blue 2x4 tile that would have a sticker. Okay, a pair of dark gray 1x1 cylinder plates behind there. And black 1x1 cylinder plates with bars in the front. I mean, I definitely don't know if there are any actual vehicles like this that exist in real life, so... Alright, we got a 2x2 angle plate, black 1x1 tile slope. And 1x2 slope with cutout. White 1x2 plate with round ends. And then on the other side, you're probably going to mirror all of this. Not quite mirror. Another black 1x1 tile slope. And on top of that, we get a 1x1 dark gray tile. And black 1x1 brick with side stud. 2 side studs, actually. Dark gray 1x1 plate on the side that you can put pieces on. And 1x1 cylinder tile. And that goes right on the front. So that's the nose. I don't like the nose very much, honestly. Let's see, there was a picture of this. I mean, I suppose it kind of does fit like that, but still, not a fan. I don't think it looks that great. Maybe it just doesn't work that well in LEGO, I don't know. 2x2 angle plates. Black 1x2 plate with round ends. Pair of black 1x1 cylinder tiles. Dark gray 1x1 tile. And a blue curved slope. There we go. Works a little bit better. There is some exposed white there that I don't like, though. I think it would be better with a different color. Alright, the blue angled top. Get that on top of the canopy, which is, interestingly enough, covering up quite a bit of this printing here. But there we go. I do like the way that the cockpit looks, especially with this blue element on top. I think that looks pretty good. Alright, on the bottom, we get 2x4s at perpendicular to each other, and 1x2 plates with Technic holes. And that is centered on the 4x6 across the bottom part there. Okay. We get more number 3 connectors with friction pins. Get that in the front. And we get one in the back. Where are you? There you are. Come on. Fit in there. Alright. Let's see. Let's turn the Technic pin so that should work a little bit better to get that in. Why are you not going in? The front one went in real easy. What angles are they? Different angles. That would do it. Alright. What if these are that way? Jeez, the front one went in, just like slid right in easily, and the back one is just like, no, there we go. Ugh. About time. Alright. Okay, now we go ahead and make our landing struts. We got 8L axles. Get dark gray axle connectors on the ends. And then dark gray connectors. Get 2 on each of them. There we go. And then on the front, we have number 5 connectors. Slide these other axle pieces up. There we go. And those will be the landing struts. Feels a little bit weird to have the like the kind of the curved front really curve this far in, though. Feels a little bit weird, but hey, it works. All right, 1x2 with bars on the back and a pearl silver 1x2 grill tile. Two 1x2 round end plates, 1x2 with a clip. Let's see, corrugated black brick 1x2, and a 1x2x2 slope. Get that in there. Nope, nope, that is supposed to go bent in there, alright? And we mirror the other side. Basically, the engines of the helicopter. Right there. Well, forward thrust engines. Alright, black 2x2, another pearl silver grill tile, and 2x2 curved slope. Get that right there. Stickers would go on there, but I'm not putting those on. And we get one on the other side as well. Ooh. Okay, do not push down on that when that is there. That is not good. I felt that go down way too far. It should not have gone down that far. Okay. On the front, 3 black 1x2 curved end plates with a white on the end, and a 1x1 cylinder tile. There we go. Yeah, I think I probably would have gone for, like, the struts wouldn't be as wide, but I think I probably would have gone for the number 4s. I think that would have been better. Makes me worried about bending pieces. Alright, let's see. On the front, we get the the shooter pieces. If I'm not careful, yes. Yes, I have pieces that are bent and deformed from stuff like that. It's not good. You don't want to do that. Which kind of surprises me that they would put that in the set, honestly, because that is like, especially like rather than waiting for the very end. Because you're gonna, like, it's gonna be natural to push down like that when it's resting on something. You're trying to jokingly reference Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yes, I know. I understand that. I was also explaining what was going on, too. Alright, let's see. Go and get that on there, and a 1x2 tile slope. Anything else? No. Alright. Get that on the back and fold it up. And we make the other one. There we go. Get that on. That feels like that's too high of an angle. No, that is what it's supposed to be. All right. Okay, so we get the dark gray cam elements. And we're gonna make 2 of these, and here we have black 2L axles. So we've had a lot of red ones. I don't know why they've suddenly switched over to... I mean, like, I know why these parts have black ones. I don't know why they have not done all black axles. It's a little odd to me. Maybe red is tougher, but still, it feels weird. It seems weird. I don't know. Alright, get that on there, and get the ring on. Yeah, that's clearly it. They're not the New Zealand All Blacks. Alright, get that on there, and on the end, we get the pin connector. Get the other cam on there, and I forgot to put the 3L Technic axle. Which is fine. There we go. Okay. Hang those right there. Okay, get the 5L gray axles, slide those on through. Yellow half bushings. There we go. Go ahead and get that centered. Couple more half bushings. There we go. Alright. Then we get our propellers on and cap those with, actually I should probably get this on first. Yes, that would be very difficult to do with propellers on either side. Actually, that is really stiff. Okay, there's a little bit of a give that I could mess with there to get these a little bit more space. No, that one's still a little stiff. That still moves freely. Okay. Alright, so there we go. They spin pretty freely there now. Let's get that one right in there. And slide that on. Let's see how tight that is going to be. Alright. That needs to be a little bit less tight. There we go. No, that needs to be a little less tight. There we go. And that one needs to be a little less tight. There we go. Alright. There we go. Get them nice and loose. Okay. Get those on there. And we use trans yellow 1x1 cylinder tiles as the ammo in the guns. Alright. So that's that. Let's go ahead and get our pilot in there. There we go. Alright, so these two trans yellow 1x1 cylinder tiles are not actually extras. They're additional ammo. But we also have black 1x1 cylinder tile, dark gray 1x1 tile, yellow half bushing, and extra dark gray firing pin mechanism thingy as extra pieces. Get those in there. And this is the helicopter thing. And this will connect on to here. There we go. It's very front heavy. It is very, very front heavy. Because I've done it the wrong way. That would explain it. Alright. Let's do it this way. That'll be better. So you can have the... Basically, you can have the helicopter flying, essentially. Which is pretty cool. I like that, that element of it. Just allowing the helicopter to actually fly... Oops. Bumped something. Obviously, like, not only is it held on there, but it's also resting on these plates. So it kind of is obvious. It's a little bit less obvious if you put it the other way, but that does make it very, like, it won't fall over, but if you move it, it definitely feels like it could just pitch that way very easily. So in the end, there were no buoyant mountains at all. Nope. There's some elements of the helicopter I don't like the nose I don't like. That, you know, kind of limitation of emulating the helicopter from the movie. the base of it and this platform that I don't really like either. But you know, what are you gonna do? I do like that you can rotate the helicopter elements, and this is a good use of these Technic rings. I have no idea what else I'll use these Technic rings for, but I'll eventually find something. But yeah, it's a pretty good-looking helicopter overall. The main thing that I did get it for is this part. I think that this is a pretty nice build. You can go back here. Being able to take the roof off to get inside is pretty cool. You can have the Dr. Scientist lady working at the computer, and Mr. Wheelchair guy get into the tank. There we go. So that's pretty cool. It has a lot of good pieces. So, yeah. Overall, I would still probably say get it on sale, which I believe I did. But if you get it on sale, it's not a bad set. It's got some good pieces. Getting one of the new minifig wheelchairs is very cool. Having a few of the Avatar Na'vi people and parts, and the horse especially. Like, I do like the horse. Again, no idea what I would do with it, but, you know, if you're just making fantasy stuff out of Lego, you know, there's plenty of stuff that you could use it for. Bought a whole set for a train door. I did not buy a whole set for a train door. One of the deciding factors was a train door. There were a lot of parts in it that I wanted. That was just one of them. I never buy a whole set for one single piece. There are always other reasons. If it was just one piece, I would not buy it. Blue Horse can go hang out with the Hippogriff in the pumpkin patch. So apparently there is a Harry Potter set out next year that will have Buckbeak and a bunch of other animals. No word yet on what the other animals are, but I'm very curious about that. I do like Lego animals, so that would be very, very cool to get. But that is going to wrap us up for this evening. I want to thank you guys for coming on out. Do not forget that it is September, and we are working our way towards getting 150 sub points. If we get to 150 sub points, I will play Pirates of Realm Space on a stream and complete it. So do consider that. Let's see. I think we'll just call it a stream tonight. We will be back on Friday. Thank you for another fun stream. You are very welcome. Really do appreciate you guys coming on out. We will be back on Friday for Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster in the morning. We will be back on Friday night to start a new large build. We will be back Saturday for more Spelljammer. Not Pirates of Realm Space, though. Actual tabletop. We'll be back on Monday for more Tears of the Kingdom. Wednesday we'll return to Ghost Lion in the morning and building something new in the evening, since we did finish this up. So I want to thank you guys for coming on out, and I shall see you next time. See you then, everyone.